Ahoy, everybody. Welcome to another nguhstream. I think this is nguhstream number like 28 or something. Yes, here we are. It's been a little bit since I've done a stream that actually included conlanging because I got a little frustrated with all that Nashan Evolution. But guess what we're going to do today? Some more Nashan Evolution. I actually got like a lot of this done over the past week or so, just kind of in my free time. After like several months of hiatus, I was like, you know what? I want to get this Nashan Evolution done so I can go ahead with actually making the language and making the showcase for it, like all the actual juicy content of it. For partially because of the reasons of the comic that is in development, I want to have Nashan created for that because there's going to be some interactions between Auto-June speakers and Nashan speakers, but also because I don't like leaving anything incomplete, and I've been enjoying it more lately now that I realize the limitations of the sound change applier that I use, and have come to accept that. I cleaned out all of the weird glitchy evolutions that have been sitting and festering over the course of the language's evolution, and yeah, it's cleaner now. It's juicier. The sound change applier on Zompist is not the best, but I'm going to continue with that hole that I've dug myself into because I've kind of have come to terms with a lot of its limitations. So it's a good time. Yes, indeed. Oh boy. Other people say Agma does Arizonan things. Hey, Hayden. How's it going? Yes. I innately do Arizonan things, even though I'm wearing a Belmar, New Jersey t-shirt right now. Don't worry about it. Yes. Tuck says Me 6 is cringe. Yeah. E. What is the meaning of the shape of video being the same as Singapore flag? Wait a second. Hang on. Hang on a second. We're gonna get onto the main screen real quick, but I need to look this up real quick. Wait. Oh, I get it. Oh, are you talking about the dimensions of the Singapore flag? Okay, okay. Um, that's pretty good. I literally don't know what else to say. I obviously it's a conspiracy. Singapore planned it out from the beginning. They had some that video Me at the Zoo that was actually like a psyop spy operation committed by the government of Singapore so that their flag would be able to appear perfectly on every every YouTube video no matter what forever. It was bound to be that way. That exact ratio, it was created for the sole purpose of furthering Singapore's agenda. Please do something about Me 6 on the Discord server. Is that even still on there? I'll have to ask Eternal about that. Anyway. Being a good syrup person reading One Piece. Goddamn. If the 4Kids I fire rap. Oh no. Oh no. Yes, this whole thing, it is Singaporean propaganda at this point. Like, that's true. Singapore, is it real? It's more real than Guam, but it exists in some liminal space. And that liminal space is actually pretty powerful considering they're able to influence all of internet culture forever through their manipulation of the YouTube aspect ratio. Anyway, let me go open up my thing. I need to go into here. I'm gonna open up our Notion. Okay, so last time we did a live stream, I think we were about at level 4, but since then I moved on and we are working on level 8 right now. This is level 8. Nashara 100 AR was actually this previous one. This is a misnomer. The next stage is going to be another 900 years into the future. We're going to call it 1000 AR. That means there's going to be another wave of big changes happening. Now, ever since ever since the last time we've done this video, we had created a bunch of tones. We had created 6 tones, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 including the neutral. If you don't include the neutral, then 5. And I changed some vowels, and then we simplified the tone system. I didn't properly input that on there yet, but we ended up multiplying into several different vowels, right? No longer is it a 5 vowel system, but the vowel system shifted into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 vowel system that still has 3 different tones, rising, falling, and neutral. There is also a schwa that has taken a lot of power in recent developments in this language. I need to put that schwa in there before we go into the next level of evolution. Yes, because a lot of vowels that were in the neutral tone before the collapse of most of those tones were turned into schwas in order to create different shortenings and other elisions in different parts of words. So we're going to start off with that, and we're going to incorporate the schwa into the vowels, and then W here is just for labioalized sounds in the language. So we're going to take these boys, we're going to slap them in the category column. We're going to take these guys, we're going to delete these guys. Time to go into root changes, and I'm going into the 100 AR cleanup, where I got rid of all the glitchy things that happened over the course of the previous evolutions, which took a long time considering it was 6,752 of them. That was not fun, but I did it. I did it for the sake of making things happen. We should age. Lamau. How come my little comment thing isn't working? I had a YouTube live chat viewer on here. It made it easier for me to see my screen instead of looking over. Excuse me, good sir? Where on the screen do you claim to be? Oh well, I'll worry about that later. I can still see it most of the time. Yes, elision pog moment. Alright, we're getting in here. Input lexicon. Time for some sound changes. First, I'm gonna go look at some of these words. Now, if you look at them, there's a lot of schwas going on, which means there's a lot of room for things to potentially turn into new consonant clusters. But, you know, we don't necessarily want the roots to completely lose what made them what they are. Like, they have to have some kind of vowel in them. So, if we're going to do something to khv, then we would maybe have to turn it into khvo or something. I don't know. As we are now in 1000 AR, which is only 1,000 years before the present day in, well, 1060, but the language hasn't changed too much in those 60 years. We're only 1,060 years away from the present day. I want Nashan to start really taking its final form, which means I want things that will make it seem more Frenchy, and some things that will make it seem more Russian-y in its phonology. I want some uvulars, I want some ch, I want some r, I want nasalization to occur. And it's going to be annoying putting nasalization in here because SCA2, sound change applier, kind of sucks with putting diacritics and stuff on letters. Sometimes it'll just randomly decide, oh, this diacritic is suddenly actually a part of the following letter instead of the one you were actually intending it to be on, which causes a lot of glitches that it takes 2 hours to clean up later on. So, I need to find a way to denote nasalization, hopefully without using a strict tilde whenever I'm using the sound change generator. But before we get that far, I need to incorporate some things in here that will create new and strange consonant clusters and lead to the creation of more uvular sounds. So, how are we going to go about this? We have a few choices. Now again, I'm not going to make these sound changes like ridiculously unrealistic, but I'm considering the fact that there were probably several sound changes that happened over the course of 900 years, because that's a really long time to justify doing slightly more radical things, if that makes sense. So if something that I do is like, that's never happened like in a straight on one-to-one step in natural languages, you know, let's just assume for our suspension of disbelief that several changes have happened over time with those things, and that is how you get a more leapy kind of conclusion. I'm not trying to totally forego my linguistics degree training, but I also, you know, I'm not going to go through every single step. Oh, God. Pull Middle English and ditch Schwa to compensatory lengthen vowels in the preceding syllable. Oh. You know, that's actually pretty cool. Russian French Creole spoken by furries, anti-furry rap in Nashan when. Oh no. Oh no. Anytime Nga reads my shenanigans, I get giddy with my bionicle loving brethren. Bionicle is supreme. I'm looking up at my Tuma bionicle up above me right now, and I pray. Was good, Agma Schwa. Did you turn the text red like that? Is that tagging on like live chats? I don't even know at this point. But hey, how's it going? Alright. If I read the chats a little less often than normal, it's because I'm going to try and actually focus and get some things done on this. Okay, so we're going to look through here. Now, I see a lot of situations where I created a letter G in between two vowels, right? And I think I did that mostly to get rid of vowel clusters, because I didn't want vowel clusters as I was increasing the amount of vowels in here. What if, let's say hypothetically, for the sake of argument, that we turned G in between vowels into R. Let me open up my IPA keyboard real quick. No, not this one. I want the one with the good things on it. Come on. There we go. This is a much better one, by the way. The International Phonetical Alphabet. I mean, oh God, that's hard to read. InternationalPhoneticAlphabet.org. You know, what a plot twist. They have a good one. So, let's say that G gradually, you know, maybe at some point it becomes G and then becomes La, right? That doesn't seem too far-fetched of a transition to me, especially when it helps me achieve my goals. We're going to say that G becomes L in between vowels. Cool. Now, we are going to say that also, if we have... There's a lot of situations in here that I'm seeing where there's H, like just H, chlev. What if we turn that into chlev? And that's a retroflex L too. There is a retroflex series in the language right now. I don't know if I want to keep that forever. Chlev. We could probably do something about that. I'm thinking. If we took H and turned it into oh God, what would we do with that? Chlap. I mean chlap. Chlbip. That might not be the best example there with the L. No, I don't think we're ready to do anything with that yet. I'll keep it on the back burner. We'll think about that. We will think about that. It might be time to start turning some retroflex sounds into no longer retroflex sounds. Because there's an entire retroflex series in the language right now. There's da, da, sha, and ra. So, sha, sha. We're going to turn sha into sha. Okay? We're turning sha into sha. Not too radical, not too crazy. That can happen. Why not? Alright. Do not cry. Do not cry. The time has finally come for the retroflexes to turn into different things. Goodbye to you. Okay, now we have da. What are we going to turn da into, and what are we going to turn da into? How about ga to ra between back vowels? That's actually not bad. I will try to incorporate this in here, but again, the SCA2 sound change applier is not great. Yeah, let's see if I can get some of these boys in here. I'm gonna make a back vowel category, because I generally agree. I agree with your quest here. No, and then we're gonna say, I'm gonna consider back enough to do that, and I'm gonna consider back enough to do that. It looks like I fully killed off raising aw, which I'm not too surprised about. If I find out that I didn't, then I'll just fix it later. So yeah, let's see. If we set it to back vowels, let's see how that will go. We'll see if the coding worked on that later. Yes. Nashan Army Rise. It's happening. I know. Some people don't like retroflexes going away. That's tragic. But I don't think there's much room for the retroflex vibe going forward in this situation. Unless we go all in and make all T's turn into retroflex T's, and make like twa turn into just ta or something. I don't know. That might be a little odd. We could turn it into da and like a geminated da. No. That would be a weird phonology. I don't know. Maybe I should keep that. And to ga to ya for front vowels. Okay, I like that a lot. Okay, thank you, stupid productions. We're gonna do that. I am actually going to do that. Obviously, I'm writing it out as one step in here because it's a formula, but I'm actually gonna follow that. Yeah, so it's gonna turn into ya, and then we will make a category for front vowels. Our front vowels will be the 3 versions of E and A. And I'll include in there, even though it's really more of a middle, but I don't care. And I will include E in there. And I will include I and E in there. So the only ones not necessarily affected at that point are schwa. But should I consider schwa to follow the rules of the back vowels or the front vowels? That's the real question. I mean, it's obviously right in the middle. I could do something completely different. That could be like the one situation where it turns into a consonant cluster, though there's gonna be weird variations within that. Like if I took chpep and turned it into chpep, that's a weird consonant cluster. I mean, I'm not, like, offended by it or anything. I could do chpep and then maybe later on evolve it into shpep or jbep or something like that. Chpep, chpep, chpip. God, that's weird. Chpep, chpip, chpep, chpes, chpes, chrap. I mean, chrap? Chrap? I don't know. Retroflex palatalized alveolar to affricate. Ooh. Yeah, you're right. I don't really have any affricates in the language right now except for tsa. That's the only one. And I don't even have it written as a single thing. I have it written as if it's two different sounds. So I totally could. There's some pretty cursed combinations that come out of that too, like Hutskfuzz and Hutska. So why don't we do that? Hutska. That's a really, really demented consonant cluster, but it works, you know? That's almost like got a little bit of Georgian vibes going on in there, right? So if we turn h to h and before another consonant, where could that go wrong though? If it's before another X, that wouldn't work. Then in that case, I would just say we're going to turn XX into X in any situation. Not every situation, because gemination is still allowed in this current setup. So that's going to be, is going to turn into if it is at the beginning of the word, right? Right? Anything wrong with doing that? If it's at the beginning of the word and it comes before a vowel, that goes without saying, hopefully, but not necessarily all the time. Yeah, we're gonna call that the thing. Okay. Ujbep. That's pretty cool. Finishing is, let's see. So what if you palatalize alveolar consonants, then have retroflexes turn into alveolars? That is pretty cool. Okay, I like that. I like that. So we have to do the latter step first, actually, in order for the coding to work. So if we're going to palatalize the alveolar consonants, yeah, that's just going to be turning them into C and this awful, disgusting symbol that I hate with a burning passion. But it's what's got to happen. I'll copy that. It's not forever. It's not forever. I'm not leaving the voiced palatal on there just because how much I hate that sound with the burning passion. Nope, not that one. Yes. Alright, so you are going to briefly turn into you in all circumstances. Let's say ta turns into tia, which turns into kya, and then da turns into dya, which turns into kya. I hate that sound. Okay, but we're going to include it. It's going to happen. And then da is going to turn into ta. Any situation. Da is going to turn into da in any situation. There, that rule has been written. It's a very ugly system. Had a series of prenasal palatalized voice plosives and a protolang. Had to give them up for tone. Giving up cool sounds is the saddest thing. It is. It really is. Like, I mean, Phosphon, I don't know if you've seen the video, but Phosphon is full of all kinds of prenasalized sounds and all kinds of wacky, slippery consonant clusters. And that's turning into this. What you're seeing in front of you, that was Phosphon. And it also included that, yeah, cursed sound. I hope I put that in F tier in my IPA tier list video because it definitely belongs there. Anyway, so what else do we have now? We have turned sha into sha. Now, if that is to happen, would there be some kind of other equivalent transformation? Should we turn sha into ja when it's between vowels? Is there a situation where that does not happen? That's the real question. Where are our... Where are our Schwa words in the current setup? Come on. Let me find you. Yeah, so alright, okay. Okay. We're looking around. It looks like the retroflex S isn't too common in here. Not a very common sound in the language as far as I can find. Oh, did I not include Schwa in the... I need to include that. Yep, sorry, there is actually a Schwa in the phonology of W sounds right now. Did I have that up in the tall one? Yeah, I do. Oh god, that's a glitch right there. Buff, boy, roll. I might keep the retroflex R. Ro. Because that ro. It might be interesting having those two sounds contrast with each other. Rolo. I mean, relo. Relo. What are you doing in here? That tone is dead. I'm really not seeing much instances of the retroflex in there right now. I think we're going to create a situation that will cause that sound to be more common. Here we go. So it looks like a lot of it's happening in the beginning of the word, and it's going away anyway. So, okay, there's an instance where it goes in the middle of the word. Yeah, so it's already happening anyway. What if I is an E with a tail, so what's your point? Got him. Oh, I get it. A J, yeah. You are very correct. Retroflex R is cringe. I mean, I can make it a straight up, like, English R, like, ra. Though I tend to use the retroflex ra whenever I'm saying R at the beginning of words. Ra. Interesting. So we have all that happening. I think I want to do something that will situationally turn S's into sh's as well. Not all the time, but if it's, let's say if it's between two other consonants or something, that'll effectively turn tsa into cha a lot of the time, creating a new affricate. I think that might be enjoyable. So if we're going to turn sa into sh in between two consonants, we'll do that. We're going to turn, let's see, we're also going to create ja in here, alright? Ja is going to come into existence. Everyone run and hide. Ja is coming. Okay? So we're going to do sha is going to turn into ja. When it is between vowels. Okay? So that is going to happen. Not only that, but I'm going to do something weird. How am I going to justify this? That's what I'm wondering. If I turn za also into ja, but za to ja in a situation where it is tajbo. Yeah, we're going to do that. All right, we're going to do that. We're going to turn za into ja when it is before a consonant. So if it's coming in the form of a cluster, za is going to become ja. Now, we are also going to wholesale be turning a lot of these, I don't know, actually. How many of the hos do I still have? ho? Where are my ho? They might all be dead already. I think they might be dead. I'm looking for the voiced pharyngeal fricative, the ho. Because I had that in there for a while. But it might actually just be gone. Did I get rid of it? Well, that's moderately tragic. You're seriously not in here anywhere? Where's a situation where you did exist? Oh yeah. Yeah, you're dead. You are long dead, aren't you? You got turned into ka along with a lot of other things. Okay, yeah, that one's gone. Alright, goodbye. Let me just give it a final nail in the coffin and make sure that it turns into ka anywhere else that it might show up. Just to make sure I didn't miss anything anywhere in there. Goodbye. You've turned into ka. Alright, there we go. Can I say a swear? No! Anyway, I'm going to turn these retroflex L's into something else. Should I turn them into normal L's, or can I do something else wacky to them? What kind of wacky thing could happen to la in 1,000 years, or in 900 years? La, ya, ya? We could turn it into la, ya, to ya. La, ya, la. La, 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 la. La, la, ja. La, ra, ja. La, ja. Ja, ja, ja. La, nya. La, lia, lia. Oh god. Wait a second. La, lia, nya? La, lia, nya? Should I make a nya in there? La, lia, la, lia. Ooh, we could create a lia in there. I don't see why not. Lia. But then we could even go to a nya. Then we would have nga, nya, and then we could even create a uvular. Ooh, that might be tasty. That might be tasty. What if we're gonna do lia for now. In all situations. Goodbye, you stupid cursed retroflex L. There are hypothetically non-retroflex L's in here somewhere. I don't know where they are, because all I'm seeing is a bunch of retroflex L's. Buddy. I don't want to totally get rid of L. But maybe there's another way that I could bring a la back into this situation. Maybe with the continued death of different tones, I could do it. I don't know if I fully want to get rid of the tones, though, yet. Blay, blay. Oh, shit. That would be weird, wouldn't it? Oh, wait. Liquid to nasal can make for some fun clusters. Liquid to nasal. Oh, God. Like, I don't even know how to do that. No. That's a tough one. That's a very tough one. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking through this right now, trying to come up with more ideas. Would it be completely radical if the labialized ended up becoming the lateralized? Like bois somehow becomes blah. Bois, blah. Bois, blah. Has that ever happened before? Huh. Bois, blah. Toi, tla. Toi, tla. bois dla, bois, oh, blah, dla, bois dla, or as it would be, tra, 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 ugh. Okay, that can't happen yet. I'm sorry. Not while those palatal sounds exist. Okay. What if... Oh. Ooh. Bois te vois te ra. That could be. Oh, you meant a liquid turning into a nasal. Oh. Oh. Okay. No, I see what you mean now. So la turning into nya. That might be cool. And then what would ra turn into? Just na, ra, na, ra, na. Oh. Oh. That is a fascinating idea right there. Okay. What if we started making our nasal sounds now? What if we decided that, like, now hear me out here. Hear me out. Okay. What if, moi, what? Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're gonna turn. Yeah, okay, wait. I need to see how many letter M's there are in here right now. I feel like there's not many letter M's. It's a hell of a lot of pwa. Alright, if we're gonna start ra to wa, I honestly might do that, but we need to check some things first. I'm gonna put that in the consideration list, even though I have to type it out. Where's the ra? This can happen, but only if we also do the beginning of nasalization. I'm gonna say, if we have pwa at the end of the word, what if we turn pwa into ma? Up, or even bois. We turn bois into ma, bois ma, bois ma, bois ma, bois ma. Right? If we turn that to this at the end of words, if we turned this also into that at the end of words, right? It's gonna cause a bit of a sound simplification. Right? Okay. Now, if there is a vowel that follows N, it follows a nasal, we'll create a nasal category. What are our current nasals that exist at the moment? Our nasals are na, nga. There literally is no M in the language yet. We're gonna have to include it in the categories though for that to happen. That's interesting. A language with no M's in it. It lasted a long time without any M's. I don't know if I like that, honestly. I don't know if I like that. If it's... God, this is annoying. Okay. I see how it is. Okay, here's something I definitely want to do. Now, this might be really painful with the SCA2 sound change applier, but if I have a syllabic N, where is my syllabic marker? Where are you hidden in here? Aha! Syllabic. We're gonna create syllabic N's in these situations. When we're gonna turn un into n when it is before the end of a word, right? And then we are going to say that if we're creating these guys into M's and M's, then we're going to say that, oh god, oh god, oh god, if it's a schwa that is ending a word, then there's going to be those things happening. End of word, that's happened. We need to create more situations in which that can happen, in which this syllabic N can happen. Yep. Cherokee doesn't have M, right? I think it does. Oh, never mind. Got him. It would be cool if you did some alimony between wa, va, and ba. Ooh. Wa, va, and ba combining. Damn, that would shrink the phonology in a big way. I would have to keep poi and bois in that situation, but I actually kind of like it, right? I'm actually going to get rid of those. I was not sold. Yeah. Vowel N to N. Oh god, I can't do that with all the vowels. But I think what I will do is I'm going to turn, or we're going to make a lot of assimilation happen between V, B, and W. See, there's a lot of V in here. A lot of V. V. And in all reality, there's no W in here yet. There's labialized sounds, but there's no independent W in this language. And we do have B. Bois. Bois could easily turn into just a wa. But I don't want to go back on something that I already did. Let me double check to see where. So it looks like we originally started out with va to wa to poi to poi to poi. So I don't know if I want to go back on that. You know, that's been a pretty big transition over time. Where do we get bois from though? Bois. So ma went to bois. Okay, so if we did bois to wa, that wouldn't be too radical of a transformation. Yeah, what if I turned bois into was pretty much everywhere, and then I turned buzz into bois. Yeah, so it doesn't necessarily get rid of it, but it slides things in that general direction, right? So we're turning bois to wa there. We're turning ba to bois. And then if we had pa, and if we had pa turn into ha, because I think ha also already died out at some point in here. I'd like to bring it back at least for a little bit. Yeah, so if pa turns into ha in all situations, not all situations, I want to do something else with that. Pa is going to turn to ha when it is at the beginning of words. Pa is going to turn to ha when it is between vowels. Oh god, I don't know if I like that though. I don't know if I like that. That leaves too many opportunities. But that could be an opportunity for a pa to turn to a ha, to turn to a ka, to turn to a qua, to turn to a ha or something in a couple steps. We could actually do that pretty quick. Then we could say that pa will then turn into fa if it is before another consonant, right? Okay. And then we're going to say that in all other situations, right? So pa turns to ha, ha da ba da 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 da. So bwa has turned into wa, pa 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 pa, bwa. So in that situation, we could turn the original pwa. Maybe everything wa becomes nothing, leaving no labials. Not yet. Not yet. Maybe. Have I heard of Lexergy? Yes. Haven't really figured out how to use it yet. Working on that. Anyway, let's see. So we will first turn. Yeah. So we're gonna have to do this afterwards. That is okay. We're going to turn. So ba turns into bwa, and pa has gone through all these transformations. That's okay. So ta, twa, we have ta and twa, twa, thwa, tha. Oh god. Thwa? Ta. Ooh. Do I really want to kill that off though? Ta, twa? Or as it is now, ka, jwa. I hate that so much. Can we just say that in those 900 years, those palatals also then took the next step of becoming Affricates? Right? It went from ta to tia to ka to cha. Okay, can that happen? Like, oh god, that would be nice. Wouldn't that be nice if that could happen? I think I might do that just to get it out of the way. We're also going to turn hua into ria. Is that possible? Let's go up here. So we have ga, but it's hua. Oh, should we turn hua into hua? That would be pretty easy to happen. We're gonna turn you into hua. Okay. That's happening, everyone. Hua is going to turn into hua everywhere, and then hua is going to turn into hua ha. Ha hua ha ha sha. So we're going to turn hua into qua, hua, ka, hua, ha. We're just gonna turn hua into hua. Bois to moi, mua. Oh god. Mua. Do I want that? I like the thought, but I don't think it's going in the right direction. We're gonna turn that into that. So we're gonna go hua to wa. So that kills that off. Now, what are we gonna do with that? So it looks like we're going in the direction of shrinking down that set of categories into poi bois, toi dois, and so if we're getting rid of gua, which was the weakest one to exist in the first place, then I think ga might also cease to exist. Which is unfortunate. It's one of my favorite sounds. It might be time to uvularize. Where is an individual ga? Alright, I'm just gonna pick it out. Ga, your time has come. Ga should turn into... Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Do I want more things to turn into ra? Ga, ra, ga, ra, ga, nga. If things are going in a nasally direction, I can make more things nga. Yes, this is for the post-human dog people. This is not for anyone near Autojune. They're technically from the same language family, but since literally 6,000 or more years divide them between the proto language and the modern day, nobody in that world knows that they're the same language family. Like, some people might be like, "Oh, look, Autojune and Nashan share a common ancestor phoneme, or share like some of these roots look similar, but it's basically like the equivalent to people saying that Altaic is a thing in the real world. Like, people aren't gonna believe that this is actually true. I think I might do the nasal path, right? So, what if I uvularized what is currently nga, and I turned all gas into nga? How frequent would that be? How often would I be seeing my sweet, sweet sound? Aha. Okay, I could do that. We're gonna do that. Oh god. Could be possible with some adjustments. I hate that, but I also love it. That might be something to do for the modern version of the language, because I am not intending on it being an easy language. So we're going to do that, but we can only do that transformation once everything that used to be this is turned into uvular. Uvular, which I have a tough time pronouncing, but this is just a step on the evolutionary path anyway. Okay, so nga is becoming la, and ga is becoming nga, and we are going to say that who turned into a, oh yeah, we got rid of those. I'm leaning towards just straight up pa becoming ma. The pa becoming ma at the end of words. Would that be against the rules? No, pa is changing into everything everywhere else. Why not say that pa just kind of casually becomes ma before the end of words, and then elsewhere pa yeah, there could still be some situations where pa is allowed to exist, but there's going to be a heavy emphasis on poi. But should poi, if bois is turning to wa, ba is turning to bois, I don't know if we should do the buzz turning to bois, because if pa is going away like this, then I need something to replace it. Poi, pa, poi, poi, pa, poi, poi. Interesting. So what you're saying is you believe in Altaic. God damn it. God damn it. No. No, I do not. It would be really cool. Again, it would be like a dream come true if it was true. But unfortunately, human history, or human prehistory more specifically, is just so big that we'll not likely ever be able to find any true answers to something like that. Unfortunately. Anyway, but in this world, in my world, the equivalent of Altaic, like people would call it a conspiracy, saying, ha, Arjun and Nashan are totally not related, bro. Just because you found a couple coincidental root words that lined up doesn't mean it's the same. No, like, you know, the irony, if a conversation ever comes up like that in my comic, will be that we, the audience, know that it's actually true. Anyway, so we've done that. It is kind of a radical situation. Your show should be called God damn it. Maybe keep poi except before oo becoming pa. See, I would do that, but the thing is, there is no oo right now. There are several vowels. There are 9 vowels, but there is currently no oo. So pwa would stay, but poo to poo. Now that's a great idea, but that would involve creating oo. Let's get to that as we get into the vowel changes. And I would like the vowels to change quite a bit over the course of 1,000 years. Maybe we should get onto that now before we get in any deeper. Alright, because we've already selected those ones up there to be the first rules that take hold. And yeah, so let's take a look at what our vowels are right now. This is what we have right now. We have E, I, U, E, A, O, and Those are the vowels. That is the current vowel system. Is basically oo. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I'd want to create more situations where that's allowed to happen. I'm thinking of maybe just like a straight one-for-one kind of rotation of a lot of these. Like doing going o to oo or o to to e, I to e to a to ah. But I don't think I want to keep an ah distinction anymore. I think maybe we could go aw, like have be in here. Maybe even have an and then aw in there. Yeah, we could do that. We could have them be allophonic to each other. We could certainly do that. But in the grand scheme of things, we're looking at like 900-year scales, so vowels are going to be very fluid, and I would like them to flow forth in with this opportunity here. Right? This may sound dumb, but are labialized bilabial sounds technically possible? Yes, like poi and bois and moi and voiceless moi. So yes, there are you can totally labialize bilabial sounds, because the labialized part is like, it's more of like a secondary articulation. It's what happens as you release the way your mouth kind of releases the sound. So you could have labialized bilabials. You can have uvularized uvulars, alveolarized alveolars, if that even does anything. Etc. Only Schwa. No. I wish, but not in this language. This language is not going to be going in a all Schwa kind of direction. Oh, we do have oo in here. Oh, we do have oo in here. Why is oo in here? Okay, never mind. I need to incorporate that. How did I forget? Or is that the only one sitting left in here? Yeah, it looks like there is an oo, but oo only has a downward tone. That's kind of stupid. That was probably a mistake on my part. But I'm gonna stick that in there. And we are going to put you in here. Put you in here. Yeah, well, that's a little cursed. We're going to, real quick, because I'm pretty sure that was a mistake more than anything else, we're going to real quick just assimilate those two into one single sound. We're going to say that that becomes that in any situation, but then we're going to say that is going to become e in any situation. We're going to say that e is going to become I in any situation. I'm going to say that I is going to become in any situation. I'm going to say that let's see. We're going to turn some of them into schwa for some time. Oops, I get it. Ah and aw. Ah to aw. Ah. Oh. Wait a second. You would copy the California shift if you had. I was thinking you had to round your lips at the same time. Oh, not. I mean, technically yes, but it also is more implicated in like the way that you release the sounds. Let's see. So e is going to become eh. Let's make a couple other situations where they could just straight up die off. Let's say, if eh can become schwa, if it is before the last consonant in a word. Now that's gonna have the lucky glitch of making some of the schwas have rising tones to them, which is gonna be really annoying. Yeah, it's gonna be really annoying. We're gonna have to get rid of that as time goes on, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about that at all. We're going to say that. How about I can do the same thing? I is also going to become. Is also going to turn into schwa when it is before the consonants. The last consonant, that is. Let's see. So if we have we're going to turn ah into aw. No. O is going to turn into oo or So O is going to become any situation. We're going to turn a. So e to to o in that situation, but then to a. Yeah, to a. It's gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Where we're going through a breakthrough right here. The world is changing in the Nashan Lang universe. Alright, to a in any other situation. Then we're going to say that a is going to skip ah and go straight to aw. Right? It's going to go straight to aw. Right? Not too implausible. And then we're going to say that O is going to turn into Hey guys, is the same. Let's see. I'm becoming a patron. Oh, nice. Hell yeah, thank you. I'm very excited. We're getting close to the $62 a month goal. Yeah. What is your opinion on the economic and naturalized historical geopolitical conflicts going on with various ethno-religious groups in Western Liberia right now? Oh God. I mean, I actually do know a good amount about what's going on in Liberia because I look at Wikipedia a lot, just to see what's happening in like every given country, especially countries that not many people talk about. And yeah, I mean, Liberia has been in a pretty sticky situation, a very edgy and cursed situation for literally the past 100 years or so. I encourage people to look it up because not only is it very fascinating, but it's also very horrible. And I'm not going to go into any more detail than that. Anyway, you got any tips for making conlangs? I have a series called Conlanging 101 that was originally shorts, but I'm now working on short video non-shorts that are coming out. Yes, the main goal is that if it's your first conlang, and you think it's bad, everyone thinks their first conlang is bad, and it's just something that you have to do in your steps going forward to make better languages in the future. And then later on you could revisit your first one whenever you have more skills and, just improve upon it. Kind of like AutoJune, like the thing that I literally have a book about now. The book that's right back there. The original version was my first conlang, and it was really, really bad. But you know, instead of giving up, well, I temporarily gave up. But instead of fully giving up, you know, I kind of kept on changing things about it as I learned more and more about linguistics, and more about languages as I learned languages, and then it got better. Yes, Liberia lore really does run deep. My new conlang is called B. Ooh, I like that. That sounds like it's gonna be an edgy one. All right. Anyway, let me get back to this. Okay, so if we had ah, we need to convert our ah into an o. Ah, o. Yeah, so ah is going to turn into o. So then we will have and should this be all situations? Should always turn into Should always turn into o? Or, I don't know. I think should still exist. I think there should be some kind of contrast between and should generally shift in that direction. But perhaps what I could do is I can make it so that turns into aw when it is between W's. We might have to shift the vowel shifts earlier if I do that. Yeah. We'll say that happens when it follows W's, but otherwise stays the same. Or it'll turn into that when it precedes W's. It's all got to do with the W's. Oh, alright, there we go. Alright, so it's going to turn into those when it precedes or follows W's, but otherwise it's going to stay the same, so there will be a contrast. Is gone because is turning into O, and O is turning into oo. I mean, we can't do that. We have to do this first, or else that would kill off two entire sets of vowels. We have to go the ones that are currently O are turning into and the ones that are currently are turning into O. Okay, there we go. I am indeed going to incorporate those rules. Are we going to do a ra into wa though? Ra into wa. Ra into wa. I don't know if I'm convinced about that. Ra into wa. Ra into ra. Yeah, we could take like a Mandarin kind of direction with that instead. We could say that like ra into ja. Ra to ja to ra. I don't even know how you write that in IPA. I just learned Mandarin in school. That's kind of weird. Ja, ja. I guess that is the correct answer there. That would create a ja, and then that would turn the ja into a ja. Would that be another situation to make a ja happen? I think it might be. Yeah, so instead of going in the wa direction, I think we're gonna go in the ra to ja direction, and we'll find an excuse to create ras later on, maybe by turning does into ras, or something like that. We're gonna do that. You, welcome to the gang. Ja moment, everybody. Ja moment. All those are gone. I really, really despise palatal plosives with a burning passion. I would like to see if we can transform those guys into happy Affricates. Go from da 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 to cha to cha cha. I mean, we could do that. Sha ja shan ja sha ja. Maybe. Let's see. Oh boy. I always try to tell people that your first conlang won't be the one and only you'll be able to make. That mindset can prevent kitchen singlangs. That's true. I'm going to keep through this. I keep going through this cycle where I create a phonology and stuff, end up not liking the phonology, so I'll create a new phonology and stuff. Then I'll go through this cycle for months. Never get to something I like. Now, whenever you yeah, exactly. It's easier to make something you hate than something you like. Like, what ends up happening whenever you get stuck in kind of like the phonology train, and I'm obviously just doing phonology stuff in this episode, but when you keep getting like stuck on the phonologies and you deciding that you don't like them, just think like, look at all the languages that exist in the real world, all the languages that people are born and raised into. They don't choose their phonologies. I didn't choose to have the cursed phonology of English. Like, so someone born in China, in like northern China, didn't have like the choice to be born speaking the phonology of Mandarin, no phonology is perfect. There's always there's issues with every phonology in natural languages, just like there will always be issues in conlang phonologies. So instead of looking at the phonology that you spent a lot of time on and saying like, oh, I hate this, I'm going to give up and start from scratch, and maybe the combination I make next time will look perfect, you got to kind of look at it from a perspective of, oh boy, there's some quirks in this conlang, in its phonology, that are really strange, but I'm going to try and run with that. I'm going to try and, use it to your advantage instead of treating it like it's inherently a flaw. And eventually you can evolve it out too, You can make your language and then decide like, actually, I found a way to evolve this language. 200 years in the future, that weird thing is gone and it's been replaced with this really cool thing that kind of caps it all off and makes it look naturalistic and stuff. That's kind of how I look at it. Like, the phonology of this isn't going to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect by the time it's done. It's going to be weird. It's going to be weird and odd and strange, but I'm going to kind of use that to my advantage instead of letting it, take things down. Exactly. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I wanted to find a way to kill off these palatal consonants, because I hate palatal consonants. I hate palatal consonants with the burning passion. What if they took diverging paths and ya becomes nya, so that we can also have nya in here, right? What if we did that? We went in here and we're like, oh, just kidding. We went all the way with that one. And what if ta 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 goes from ta 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 to cha? We could go either cha, or we could go ka, ta cha ta cha ka, cha ta cha sha. I'm leaning towards cha, just because that'll allow for further like devolution of things, further breakdown of stuff. You can go cha to sha, and that opens it up to a ton of variables going forward. I think, I think I'm gonna do that. We're just gonna go for a straight up cha moment. Anyone looking for a cha moment here? There's about to be a cha moment happening. So we're gonna take you. SCA completely botches, like it completely fails with putting like the bracket or the tie over two sounds, so I'm not even gonna try. Okay, so we got all of that. The vowels have shifted, those sounds have shifted. Anything else? Anything? I think what's going to happen is we're going to start the process of nasalization gradually and begin it with the death of tones. We're going to say that downward tones any of these sounds that feature descending tones, so we have to go before all these vowel shifts and stuff, except for that one. We're going to pull these guys, and you have to do it individually because this is a stupid setup. We're going to go and we're going to turn E into in. Right? That's not where it came from, is it? Where's somebody that ends with a ah? Bow, 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 bang, bang, but be, but be, but be. Okay, cool. That is not where it came from. So we're going in an original, hilarious and original direction. So E is going to be in. And that is going to be before the end of words, or should it be in any situation? If it's 1,000 years, maybe I could just do it. Do the whole nasalization process. I really hope that SCA2 doesn't botch it, but I'm going to try it. We're going to create vowels, and these vowels are going to be nasalized. Take that. Get nasalized. Woo! Hopefully that doesn't destroy everything. Okay, we're going to take E. And we're going to turn it into nasalized E. Okay. This is a juicy change going on right here. Okay. Now, we're going to take ah. And ah is going to become ah. Take that. Oh, this is good. This is very good. Now we have a downward A. A is going to be A, as they call it. Yes. Whew. Did we do the nasal, the syllabic in there? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Things are happening. Things are very much happening. Okay. Now, don't forget there's one more in there. One more special hidden one that I forgot about earlier. We have ah. Right? Yep, is that the only one? There's also a downward oo, but we're getting rid of that. Ah, okay. Yep, okay, okay. So you are going to die. Prepare to become nasalized. Oh yeah. This is something special going on right here, y'all. Oh god. Yeah. I love all the inspirational chat going on here. Yeah, exactly. And again, we're all here to like help people, so, you know, if you ever have any questions or concerns, I'm on Discord. I'm on mail at gmail.org, at gmail.com. You can find me. I'm helping some people out right now, actually, with various issues. But it's fun. What else? And if there happens to be a downward anywhere in the near vicinity, that would be appreciated, because I'd like to turn you into a nasalized as well. Okay, you are going to get turned into a nasalized version of your former self. Go ahead. Of course, it considers that a separate symbol too, so it's probably going to glitch. Don't you love that? Don't you love that so much? What else am I missing? A downward eh? Yeah, there's a downward eh right there. Downward eh is going to turn into a nasalized eh. Boom. Anybody else? There's probably a downward I somewhere that needs to be turned into a nasalized I. Any downward is in here? That's a slightly upward I. But I'll turn you into it as well. Just so I can get rid of you once and for all. Get out of here. Downward I. There's a downward I. Nope. I want the whole thing. Oh, no, that's actually not one. Interesting. This is one. You are going to turn into your comrade right here. Everybody's nasalized. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Everybody's turned into nasalized. Everyone's getting nasally. Everyone loves being nasally. Poi, poi, moi, poi, foi, la 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 la, gua, poile, palque, palque, palque. And yeah. We might be just about ready to go. Okay, let's see what happens. I might turn, might just pull a sneaky and just switch F's and Z's. I mean, not F's and Z's. Switch F's and V's and S's and Z's. Just because why not? Again, it's 900 years. Who knows? Yeah, so why not? We're going to turn Z into Sa literally anywhere, but we can only turn Sa into Za after that. We have to do the Sa to Za first. We can do Sa to Za, but I'm going to have to do it in a different step so that it doesn't get recognized as the same thing. So we're going to say that it temporarily turned into that, and we're going to call it that. We're going to say, boom, you did that, and then after Sa turns to that, and da da da, this is going to turn into Z. There you go. Fun, cool, wacky, and fun kids cartoon with jokes for kids, as Alex Hirsch once said. Now we're going to turn F into V everywhere, but in order to turn V into F everywhere, we have to call V something else. We're just going to say that V briefly, for whatever reason, turned into a flap, just so that we can have an extra step in here. F is turning into that, V is turning into F, and then wuffity wuff is turning into V. There you go. Cool, so that happened. What else are we gonna do just to cause some random intermittent bursts of chaos? How are wolves treated in your world? Ooh, that's almost a spoiler. There are wolves in quotation marks. The wolves that are closest to the wolves that exist in our world today. It's kind of like how humans treat orangutans. It's like we know that we're related, you know, we're both primates, but it's like not much resemblance other than that. But there are things that are called wolves in quotation marks, which are kind of like the equivalent of Neanderthals or something, that live in certain parts of the world. Not where Nashan or Auto-June is spoken, but people have kind of heard of them. I'm going to start doing videos like talking specifically about world building. Considering that comic is coming out, like I need to get into some more world building content about my own world building and about, you know, general tactics for world building and collaborations with like other people like Nakari and stuff. But yeah. Anyway, I think this layer is done. Let's see how many things go wrong. I'm going to copy this first. And we're going to go into the document. We're going to go to rule changes. This is rule changes for steps 7 to 8. So, not the longest. Not the longest, but very significant. Actually, that's not all of them. That is not all of them. There we go. Just kidding. This is the second longest set of changes to happen. Let's see if they actually work. Let me get this too. Real quick, slap you in a little document of things that we have done. Yep. There you go. And apply. Oh. Oh, that's a pretty big change. So, gom, ka, gov, ga, wom, hoam, huam. Oh, that's a cursed little combination right there. Ooh, huam. I thought we were gonna turn huh into. Interesting. That one might not have fully worked. I still see a downward tone here. Did I forget the downward O? I'm going to copy it just in case I did. Of course, look at that. We have some glitches happening in here because this is the SCA sound change applier. So we have just a rising tone affected. God damn it. Okay. Oh, that's really cursed. So it looks like it worked in some situations. Oh god, we need to make a couple changes in here real quick. Oh no. Oh god. So look, it's looking cool in a lot of places. Blanyam, blanyam. Blah, blah. Oh god, Rabbit is returned. we found the link between Nashan and Rabbit. Yeah, Nakari's in Big Lang. We like Nakari. Anyway, let's see. Interesting transformations these are taking. Though I gotta say, there are a couple issues. There's a couple issues that need to be yeeted from this system. Actually, there's a cool thing. You can actually just refresh and it keeps all the things in here. So what we need to change is some things that led to the creation of very cursed consonant clusters need to be affected. We need to go find them. You, unfortunately, cannot be made to take hold yet. Did I ever find the downward O? No, I did not. So we're going to do the downward O into the nasalized O. Come here. Okay. O, nasalized O. Yes. There we go. Okay. There's all those changes. All those things have to happen. Let's try again. Again, I'm going to copy all of this. Actually, we're not going to need that double X rule if that other one doesn't exist anymore. I'm going to do that. And we are going to go back to the document. And we're gonna change these rule changes. And yes, there's one less, so that is to be expected. Okay. Let's try again. Okay, bwam, chawam, chawam, khinwam, khanni, haskan, kan, Okay, this is looking more like what I wanted. This is getting there. So, Huchzov. Oh god, that's cursed. Huchzwov. Huchzwov. Ugh. Ugh. But, in all reality, we can do interesting things with that in the next layer of the language. Yes. Oh god. Kaken. Ooh, galli. Galli. That's a fully nasalized word right there. I like that. Blabim. So now there's only 2 tones and nasalization. So what I'm thinking is, in the next step, we're going to have to go from a rising tone to a long vowel. Why is there still an ah right here and not a nasalized ah? I swear to God. What are you doing? That is part of the rules. That's right there. Oh, but then the vowels changed. Did somebody else become ah? Anybody? Anybody? Ah stayed the same in a couple situations. Why is there still an ah in there? Do I just have to do it again? I will literally put this rule in twice just to make sure that it actually happens. Yes. Including there in all situations. I sigh at you. Let's see. You still having issues? Buddy? Buddy? There still looks like a couple situations where it just couldn't resist existing. Like khujvui. And it looks like vui is a thing now. Voix. I don't remember doing anything to tell it to become voix. But voix exists. And bois is in a lot of places now. Wa, ta. Okay. Yeah. Now this used to be in alphabetical order, so the fact that it's so not in alphabetical order is pretty cool. Why are these here? Why did these not get nasalized? Well, other ones did. Isn't that just fascinating, huh? That is quite the old pickle, isn't it? Why don't we go and change the little parsing rules and say that we can see the input to the output, and just take a look and see what exactly happened in this situation. So pu. So pu, how does pu become ha? That's weird. I mean, I'm not going to question it at this point. I'm like, okay, whatever. So how does pupus become Oh no. Oh no. It's sounding like a Guarani Italian like language, maybe a little bit of French IDK. It's not French Russian yet. We're going in the French Russian word direction. There's still 3 or so steps left. And honestly, these glitches that happen in here, I can just go in and manually correct them as we go in. So just because the system glitched doesn't mean that it's the end. It just means that I can make some irregulars and weird changes and stuff in here. So I think I might honestly keep it and just deal with the consequences as we run into these final versions, and then do another cleanup whenever we get to the modern roots. Because honestly, we're about time saving here. We're about time saving. So let's download this output lexicon, open it up with Notepad. I'm gonna get over here, get this, and then what I usually do is I just go into the find and replace, and I'm going to replace every little coding break written in the HTML with nothing, and take that and Control A, Control C, and then I'm going to slap that into the root changes. Root changes, and this is the 1000 AR. Okay, and then we have 1000 ARs, words are there. So we had Fasvan's A root is now Gom, and its A root is now Ka. Look at that. So A and A have turned into Gom and Ka. Like that. That is a sign that things are going in the correct direction. That is very tasty. Schwa might be arriving soon. She might actually already be outside. No, she's not here yet. But that's when I'll either have to pause or end the live stream. But I think we still got some good time going on us right here. So, yeah, we're at 1,000. We're only, I know only, but we're only 1,000 years away from the present. We started out 6,000 years before the, God, there we go. Yeah, 4,700 BR, and we're already at 1,000 AR. 5,700 years have passed, and we have just 1,000 or so years to go. Wow, that is extremely tasty, just like the ice cream I had for dinner. I had ice cream today. There was like a car show going on, and Enya Schwa and I got some. It was pretty good. It was a good time, ice cream gang. God, making this chart's gonna be a little cringe. Because a lot of things have happened. There is no longer any of that. There is that. There's no longer that. There's no longer that. There's no longer that. Oh, God. Okay, there is... So if we go to the rule changes that we applied in there, we created a uvular, which means I might have to make an entire... No. We got rid of the pharyngeal, so we're just going to call this new column uvular. And we created Agma. Okay. Thanks Google Sheets. I really love that. Schwa is gone. Did Ga get totally yeeted? So we have Sha. We have Ya now. Very cool. Alveolar, proximate. God damn it. I mean, I guess. Hang on a second. I hate where they put ya in here. They call it. Okay, yeah, I guess it's palatal. Why not? Why not? The retroflexes are dead, right? I killed them off. Cool. Yes, we're just gonna put palatal. Yeah, we're gonna put palatal right here. We're going to say we have a ya. Would I call that an approximate or a liquid? Yeah, we're gonna call it an approximate. That's fine. What else have we done? We created a nya, so good thing there's a palatal column now. There we go. God damn it. There we go. We also created a uvular nasal. Boop. A lot of things happening here. There we go. Uvular nasal has been created. Na na la. Do we even have la? No, I killed off la. We have sha and ja, which I'm just going to put in this post-alveolar column. Sha and ja are two sounds that we have nowadays. There we go. Sha and ja, fa and va, sa and za, pa pwa ba bwa, ta ta da da. We also have Affricates in this situation now. I'm just going to make another row for Affricates because they exist now. We have sa here, and then we have cha. We don't have ja yet, but we do have cha. Do ka, do gua, and all of them still exist? I think they do. Alright, I might have to take a brief pause real quick because Enya Schwa has arrived. Oh yeah, Kutagov. Okay, interesting. All right, guys. I'm gonna put this on the please hold menu for a second while I get ready. And while I go get her. All right, one sec. Got him. Keep being cute. Okay, anyway. What did I miss? Um, is there a list of all the environments? There is a help menu that like tells you all the steps on how to use it. So, oh, we do have wa again. Yeah, wa was deleted from this situation. I don't even remember where I would put wa right now. I'm gonna put it bilabial. I know it's supposed to be velolabial, blah blah blah, labiovelar, etc. I'm just trying to keep it in a convenient, happy-looking spot. That's where it's gonna sit for now. So then, what else do we do? We created lia, where la used to be. Nice. Okay. Yep. Nope, not Affricates. That's the second to last row now. Nope. Come on. Use a computer. There we go. What else did we do? We created a syllabic N on occasion, which I'm going to put on par with the schwa in here, just to be special. And what else do we do? HFM is back in existence. We've created the letter M. Guys and gals. Ma is a sound again. Okay. Now, what else do? We briefly created a hua, but then we killed it off and turned it into wa. Oh, yep. G is gone because we turned all ghs into ngas. So, goodbye to G. Did we get rid of gua? I don't think we got rid of gua. Everything else is vowels. Vowel. Ra turned into ja. Did I get rid of ra already? I think I did. Yeah, so it looks like we were left with a pretty different phonology than what we had before. Yeah, look at that. Cool, that makes me very happy. I'm still debating, like, do we even have any quas and guas in there? Like, we have one now. I forgot about that. A lot of pois turned into voix. I don't know if that means there's any fwas in there, but I'm just gonna roll with it and say that yes, we do indeed have a fwa now. Oh, I mean of wa. There we go. Incongruous, but in a kind of kawaii way. We're just gonna go with it. Exactly. Alright, now we need to input all of these. Nasals and the changes of the vowels that we've committed. The beautiful, beautiful atrocities that we've placed on these people. So, we still have we still have o, we don't have ah anymore. Ah is gone. Ah is now going to be considered a mid front vowel because now we have an ah. Where is our ah? There is our ah. Ah, there we go. There you go, boy. There you go. All right, we still have an a and an e, an e. We have an oh. We need our aw. Where is our aw at? Give me an aw. All right. Welcome to the language, aw. Okay, why do you have to not center yourself? Do you think this is a game? There we go. Okay, look at that. Lots of vowels. Happy, happy vowels. Anybody else? Anybody else that we added into this system? Nope, I think that's it. I just have to add in nasalized versions of everybody. Yes. Great. Actually, I have to. I'm going to put y'all in here. I'm going to say that there exists a nasalized version of that. I'm just going to do it real quick, rapid fire like in here. So and e and a and 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 ah and aw and ooh and Yep, and then we're gonna put little nasally boys on all of them. Okay, so you get a nasalization. You get a nasalization. Yes, yes. Nasals for everybody. Okay. Alright, you get to go in here now. Alright, and I'll worry about that part later. Cool. So there we go. Now, the next phase in our evolution. I wanted 10 steps. This is step 9. Step 9, we're going to say was 1600. We're going to give it 200 years after the main Prince Ai conquest. Yes, indeed. What's Schwa? Schwa is my girlfriend. Yes, that is the canon Agma Schwa cinematic universe name that we decided to give to her. She's currently upstairs, getting stuff ready for bed. But yeah. So, yep. So, Nasha 1000 AR, and now 600 years later will be our next step. Yes, indeed. How long have we been going? Yeah. All right. Cool. I think that is all the work that I'm going to do on this for now. Yeah, because it has been a lot. Briefly before I go, I would just like to show off the beauty of nga.org one last time. If you did not know that this website existed, it is mostly created by Eternal. Like 99% of it was created by Eternal to kind of mimic the previous Google site that I had for it, but it's all custom programmed and stuff. There's links to my Patreon, which again, it would be greatly appreciated if you join the Patreon, along with all the other social media things. Now, special thing here, the Gambian Holiday Wiki. This is a lot of work has been going into the Gambian Holiday Wiki lately, and I'm going to be getting more into it as time goes on. The website for the Gambian Holiday Wiki is almost ready. It will be under gambianholiday.nga.org, but the time for that has not yet arrived yet. You won't get anywhere if you type that link in for now. For now, whenever you hit enter the Gambian Holiday Wiki, it takes you to the old Gambian Holiday Wiki on Fandom. But we're going to be making some changes and stuff to it. The nga.org version of the Gambian Holiday Wiki is going to be bigger, and that's where we're going to be putting future updates. It is a very large and chaotic wiki formatted world, and we're going to be explaining a little bit about what that means as time goes on. So if it seems like it's been taking me a little longer to get videos and stuff out, it's because 1, I've been very busy, and 2, I've been focusing a lot of my energy on the comic and on this. So it's gonna be a good time. Yes, so just spend some time on here. There's also the Hunger Games simulator. If you saw the big langers doing that, there's a lot of fun games that you could play using the Hunger Games simulator as a basis for it. And there's also information about my various conlangs that I've created, including at least a little bit on Gumsmack. Not a ton. There's like the document for Gumsmack, blah blah blah. There's even some Santa in here, I think. Yep, Santa's in here, and our document for Santa is also in there. Yeah, that is right. I do indeed need to rest. Almost ready is a bit of a stretch. You know what, Eternal? Whatever. The point is, it's cool and it's happening. Yeah, indeed. All right. I am going to be ending this live stream. We had a great time. We actually got a lot of progress done, an entire layer of the Nashan thing. We're on to the second to last one. I might do the second to last one on my own, and then we could do another live stream where we do the very last one together. And then after that, it will be on to the process of, you know, cleaning things up and actually making the Nashan language, which would be my first non-cursed conlang in a while. It's gonna be a really weird one, but I wouldn't consider it cursed. But yeah. Yes, indeed. Good night to all of you. It was a great time. I will see you all in the next stream. And in the next video in general. It's gonna be a good time. Bonsoir indeed. Alright, GG everybody. Goodbye. Turning it off on Twitch. Goodbye, Twitch. Yes, there is a Twitch if you didn't know. Subscribe to it. I think there's like an achievement if I get a certain amount of followers. Yeah. And goodbye, YouTube. See you next time. Mwah.